developing tonight. Yet another deadly reminder of the dangers of reckless driving. Police say a man is dead and that 3 others were injured after an ATV crashed into an 18-wheeler. Henderson police say it happened just a few hours ago on American Pacific Drive near Gibson. 2 people were treated for minor injuries and another person was taken to Sunrise. Police say that reckless driving caused the wreck. And new tonight, never underestimate the power of fans looking for some free gear. The Las Vegas 51's Golden Knights jersey giveaway had people lined up outside CASHMAN Field for hours. It's one of the last few games at CASHMAN Field before the 51s begin playing in a new ballpark near downtown Summerlin. And it's a crowd a lot of fans say they've never seen before.
This is definitely the craziest I've ever seen CASHMAN Field. Definitely the craziest I've seen it.
But Doug McDonald didn't arrive 2 hours before the gates opened to bid CASHMAN Field a fond farewell. Like hundreds of other people, he came for the jerseys.
Oh man, it's crazy. We've been here for a while, it's hot, but we want jerseys.
You think you'll get one?
I hope so. Go Knights, go.
The 51s decided to combine 2 hometown favorites and give away Vegas Golden Knights baseball jerseys to the first 2,500 fans through the gates. And fans came out in droves. The line snaking around CASHMAN as people tried to be among the first in line.
We've been here since 3 o'clock.
We've been here since 3.
3 o'clock. 3 o'clock.
3 o'clock.
In line.
Yep. How are you surviving?
Water.
Lots of water.
And ball cap.
It's hot, and I spend probably 3 hours of doing absolutely nothing that I could have just been in my house in the cold air.
The 51s tried to streamline the process by giving out stamps guaranteeing a jersey so people wouldn't have to remain in line until those jerseys were given out at 6.
CASHMAN's done a pretty good job organizing it.
I think it's worth it. Those jerseys look pretty sweet and it's once in a lifetime opportunity, so why not?
And tonight was also one of the last chances to see a baseball game at CASHMAN Field. The 51's last game ever there will be on Monday. It was also Hometown Heroes Night. It honored the heroes and the victims of the 1 October shooting. First responders from Clark County Fire Department, UMC, Metro, and other police and medical agencies were all honored. And it was a really nice day to enjoy the game. First Alert meteorologist Dan Bronis is here with a look at your Labor Day forecast.
You know, things looking pretty good for Labor Day. If you enjoyed today, you'll probably enjoy the rest of your holiday weekend. What a shot from our Valley View camera looking right toward the Strip. Palazzo right there all lit up. Gorgeous night to be outside. A lot of visitors in town this weekend for the holiday, and they're enjoying our beautiful weather. 90 degrees right now. Yeah, that sounds warm, but since it's so dry outside, it actually feels kind of nice outside. It's 87 though, Anthem, 85 North Las Vegas. As we go into the overnight hours, those temperatures will be dropping a little more. Upper 70s plan, waking up early tomorrow morning. Winds will be light. Another warm one tomorrow, but we may avoid the triple-digit mark. We'll take a look at the high temperature coming up.
And new tonight, officials in Amsterdam say terrorism was the motive in the stabbing of 2 Americans. Police shot and wounded the 19-year-old suspect yesterday. The wounded Americans are recovering in a hospital. Police say that their injuries are serious but not life-threatening. Police don't believe that the victims were targeted. The suspect is an Afghan citizen. The Netherlands counterterrorism says the country's threat level would remain at number 4 on a scale that tops out at 5. And back here in the Valley, our community celebrates the life of a local pastor. Steve Willis died in Alaska during an anniversary trip with his wife back in July. Services took place this afternoon at First Christian Church on Rancho near the 95. His wife Sherry and his family put out displays celebrating the life that he lived as a husband, father, and minister. His wife and daughter told us this is how they want Pastor Steve to be remembered.
Tell jokes, simple pranks, and just made sure everyone was having a good time.
As a husband, he did everything that tried to make me happy.
More than 100 people from across the valley and even out of state came to pay their respects to him. And in Washington, Senator John McCain was honored one last time. He will be buried at the Naval Academy tomorrow. ABC's Elizabeth Herr is on Capitol Hill with a look at today's emotional ceremony.
A final farewell befitting a political giant.
John has bestowed on us a much-needed moment of unity.
Political leaders and rivals of the past and present all sitting together celebrating the life of Senator John McCain.
I know you can see this gathering here in this cathedral. The nation is here to remember you.
McCain's daughter Megan sharing a tearful tribute, her message at times defiant.
The America of John McCain has no need to be made great again because America was always great.
Megan taking an apparent jab at President Trump, who was reportedly not invited. His name never uttered, but in every speech, an underlying reference.
John detested the abuse of power, could not abide bigots and swaggering despots.
So much of our politics can seem small and mean and petty.
Presidents Obama and Bush delivering eulogies at McCain's request honored the late senator as a great leader who embraced differences and served without prejudice.
Isn't that the spirit we celebrate this week? That striving to be better.
We are told the memorial services this entire week, all of them, they were designed by McCain himself with a focus on respect, decency, and unity. Elizabeth Herr, ABC News, Capitol Hill.
At noon tonight, the Smith Center just got a grant to help fund arts education programs for thousands of local kids. The Center for the Performing Arts received nearly $500,000. The money will be used to support Smith Center programming, including matinees for over 70,000 students at no cost to schools. It also includes funding for sensory-friendly performances for students who have intellectual and developmental disabilities. And now taking a live look at the Las Vegas Strip. Our Labor Day weekend is officially underway. More than 300,000 people are expected in the valley this weekend. And check this out, Chopper 13 was over the 15 yesterday, where those backups were a little bit longer than usual. And here's a reminder, if you do plan to drink, do not drive. This Labor Day weekend, AAA is making sure that you don't get behind the wheel. They are running their Tipsy Toe service from Monday night starting at 6 to Tuesday morning at 6. You can call 1-800-AAA-HELP, and the service provides a free ride home and a free tow up to 10 miles for your vehicle. New tonight, an amazing fireworks show to celebrate the grand reopening of Palace Station. Take a look. The Hotel Casino is marking the completion of its $192 million modernization. Fireworks by Grucci put together this fireworks show tonight. And this is the kind of cool stuff that we like sharing with you on our Facebook page. We live streamed the entire show for you. Make sure to follow us on Facebook. And today also marks 19 years since the Paris Hotel and Casino opened on the Strip. The resort was built at a cost of $760 million. The hotel has more than 2,900 rooms, and the Eiffel Tower is half the size of the original one in France. Happy birthday, Paris. And some new video that is sparking outrage tonight. Police point guns at 11-year-olds and then handcuff them. What led to this controversial encounter? And 60-mile-an-hour winds, hard-hitting rain. Monsoon isn't playing around, and it's the trees that cause so much damage. We'll tell you how to keep your home safe. Plus, do you ever wonder why people go into Target needing just one thing and then walk out with 20 others? It's no accident. Contact 13 breaks down the Target effect. A new video sparking outrage tonight. Twin boys, just 11 years old, had police guns pointed at them and then ended up handcuffed.
Sir in the red, go ahead and step back towards my location. Just keep walking backwards like that, all right? Just follow my voice. Doing good. Just keep walking right on back, all right? We'll explain everything back here. Go ahead and stop right there. Just, no, keep your hands on top of your head for me, bud, all right?
The department says that someone called 911 to report boys walking around with a handgun, and the boys matched that description. And the chief says the officers acted properly as they searched the boys for a weapon. The officers never found a weapon, and the boy's mother has filed a complaint. And new tonight, Amazon opened a new kiosk on the Strip today. It's inside Fashion Show Mall. And this kiosk lets you try Amazon products like Alexa and Kindle before you buy them. The kiosk is one of more than 76 pop-up kiosks across the state. States, and it will be open again tomorrow between 11 a.m. and 7 p.m. And new tonight from Contact 13, turns out that it's no accident that people walk into a Target store, pick up one thing, and then before they know it, they walk out with a cart full. Target strategically arranges and decorates the stores to make you spend more on the discounted stuff. And some of those things are obvious, like clearance near the register and the similar items near each other. Psychologists say the pricing is even a strategy. You'll buy something that's $9.99 more than you would buy something that's $10 flat. Doing that also means you're less likely to price check the other items around the store. And all of those bright colors, they're on purpose too. They make us happy, and happy people spend more. Here's an interesting change that's coming to Target though. It's adding a separate entrance for people who just need to pick up an order. Also new tonight, lowering the speed limit in neighborhoods really makes people speed less. The Insurance Institute for Highway Safety did a study last year in Boston. It found that lowering the limit for 35 to 25 reduced the odds that a driver would speed. And the study didn't look at how lower speed limits impacted crashes, and that's what researchers want to know next. We're in the home stretch of monsoon 2018, but every year we see toppled trees that can cause some major damage depending on where they fall. But can this destruction actually be prevented? Justin Pizzera from our sister station in Phoenix is getting to the bottom of this.
So this tree here is probably a 36, maybe even a 42. It's pretty good size.
A quick scan of this neighborhood and Chris Fennessy can spot some potential problems if a monsoon were to hit.
The key out here is preventive maintenance.
Chris owns his own landscaping company. Some of his clients, popular retailers. He points out this tree toppled during a storm.
This tree is huge. I mean, look at the trunk on that tree. It has no root ball. I mean, there's nothing here holding this but the weight of the trunk in the center. That was the only thing basically probably keeping this in the ground.
Chris says the tree probably wasn't watered properly, a common mistake most people make. So instead of having the drip system right up to the tree and never moving it, as the tree ages, expand the drip system away from the trunk, even installing deep watering devices so the roots grow deeper into the ground and away from the tree, making it more stable.
You just need to move that root ball further and further out and go deeper and deeper and deeper. So you get a good established base and these trees won't blow over so easy.
Pruning also recommended once a year. It allows the wind to blow through the tree, but Chris points out to make sure the tree is balanced.
If you get a little bit too heavy on this side, a little too heavy on this side, or just really crazy at the top heavy, it's whatever the wind's blowing, that way it's going to go that day.
Chris says in his experience, pruning, deep watering, and moving a drip system is inexpensive compared to chopping up a toppled tree, or worse, repairing whatever it hits.
Now, 13 First Alert weather.
And we all know those monsoon storms pack a punch with winds. Now, luckily nothing here today, but Arizona actually got hit with such a big storm. One of the travel centers across Interstate 40 in Arizona saw baseball-sized hail. I saw pictures. The hail actually went through the roof into the building. That's how strong some of those storms can get. That's impressive, though, to see a storm that strong. So a very weird day in Arizona for the monsoon storms today. You know, speaking of the monsoon, not much activity in August. We had such an active July. I thought maybe that carry on into August, but not really. Only one day of rain in August. That was on the 11th, and that picked up 9/100ths of an inch of rain. Temperatures very warm for the month. Now, speaking of warm temperatures, we did hit 110 3 times in the month of August. 2 111s, 110. And, you know, that is a little bit more than what we should hit 110 in the month of August. 14 days this year at 110 plus. The average is 8, the most ever 29. That 14 is less than the last 2 years, so we'll take that. And looking ahead, I don't think we're going to hit 110 over the next couple weeks, so I think we may be done with 110s. Done with 115s for sure. 110s, there's still a slight chance we might hit it. 81 degrees for Raising Cane's donated Make-A-Wish, $8,100. Now, this is ending Monday. This ends Labor Day. They have 2 more days to hit 100, but I don't think they're going to. So it looks like that may be the final result this year, which is more than last year and more than the last couple of years. 100 in Las Vegas today, 102 for McCarran. That was the high temperature. 91 Summerlin, probably a little warmer than that, but 101 Centennial Hills. Most temperatures a little bit above average, not too far. Right now, we have cooled off to 90 at McCarran, 92 downtown, 82 Summerlin right now. Very nice once you get to the outskirts of town. Same with Centennial Hills, 89 Green Valley. Now, if you live in Summerlin, you see that 82. That's just what one gauge is reporting. Maybe a few miles away, it might be 87 still. You know how these temperatures fluctuate quite a bit. Around this town, we're pretty dry and clear, and that will be the case over the next several days. But the monsoon is trying to make a comeback. Slight chances of rain for the mountain on Monday. Slight, 98 degrees, 97 that forecast high for Las Vegas Tuesday, but a little bit more humid. 10% chances of rain Tuesday and Wednesday. That's in the city itself. So not great chances, but you might see an isolated storm. We'll probably dry out Thursday through the weekend, but temperatures are going to go right back up. We're talking possibly 105 by Saturday.
Great. Thank you, Dan. It's Labor Day weekend, and that means the stores are offering some big discounts. Contact 13 shows you the things that you can snag on the cheap. And don't forget to download KTNV Mobile. It's in the App Store and in Google Play. It's free, and it lets you watch 13 Action News video anywhere you have mobile service. From Contact 13, there are some great things for your home that you can save money on in September. That includes washing machines and dryers, lawn mowers and leaf blowers, dishwashers and ranges. And with the new school year underway, you may also be able to snag a real deal on a desktop or a laptop computer. And this is your last weekend to enjoy the cooler temperatures up at Lee Canyon. The resort is closing for the summer season on Labor Day, and if you and the family